Hey, hello, what's up everyone? In this video I'm going to teach you Ketu in the third house of D9 Navamsa chart. So before beginning, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon and click the like button, and if you have any doubt after watching this video, please to mention that in my below comment section, okay? So let's begin. So mainly what is my Navamsa chart or the D9 chart? See, Navamsa chart or the D9 chart is the second most important chart after your birth chart. It mainly gets activated after your second half of your life, that is after 33 years or 36 years of age, that is after your married life. It is mainly seen for your strengthness of your planet. It is also seen for your married life, how it will be, whether it will be good or bad. It is also seen for your relationship between you and your spouse. It is also seen for your marital life. So these are things the mainly Navamsa chart or the D9 chart is mainly seen for. Now coming to the strengths of your planet. Let's say for example if any planet is debilitated in your birth chart. Let's say for example if Sun is debilitated in your birth chart and that planet Sun is been exalted in your Navamsa chart or the D9 chart. That means that that planet Sun has gained extra strength or extra power. Now coming to the second point, that is the how will be your married life and relationship between you and your spouse and marital life and all. See, mainly every individual divisional chart including the main birth chart has its own Karaka planet or the significant planet, right? So let's say for example in the birth chart or the D1 chart, Sun is the Karaka planet or the significant planet. Likewise, in the Navamsa chart or D9 chart, Venus is the Karaka planet or the significant planet. So if Venus is very well placed in the Navamsa chart or the D9 chart, that means that if Venus is in the exalted sign, Multrikon sign, own sign and in the friendly sign, it will give very good results and your married life will be very good. So these are things that mainly you need to note down while predicting the Navamsa chart or the D9 chart. Now coming to the third house of D9 Navamsa chart. Now what does third house of D9 Navamsa chart represents? See, third house of D9 Navamsa chart represents it's your father-in-law house. It also represents your communication between you and your spouse in terms of marriage, how it will be, and after your married life, how it will be. And it also represents your communication after your married life with your father-in-law, how it will be. Whether you will have very good communication with your father-in-law or not, it is seen through your third house. And it also represents communication with your younger siblings after your married life, how it will be. It also represents your hard work, your self-efforts after your married life, your self-wealth, whether you are going to get your own wealth or not, so through your hard work. So these are all the things it is seen through third house of D9 Navamsa chart. Now what happens when Ketu is sitting in the third house of D9 Navamsa chart? See, when Ketu is sitting in the third house of D9 Navamsa chart, Ketu represents it's a Moksha Karaka planet. Now Ketu also represents liberation planet, which gives you liberation to your soul. It also represents planet which gives mainly interest towards occult science, spiritual things and all, and it is also the responsible planet for separation and all, so from one particular areas of life. Now what happens when Ketu is sitting in the third house of D9 Navamsa chart? Now when Ketu is sitting in the third house of D9 Navamsa chart, it represents that after your married life, when you just communicate with your father-in-law or your younger siblings, there may be some break off with your communication through your father-in-law or through your younger sibling. Let's say for example if you are talking with your father-in-law, so you are talking about particular thing with your father-in-law in your father-in-law house, and somewhere or the other when you are talking with your father-in-law, there may be break off, cut off through your communication, and you may not be interested towards that communication thing. So let's say for example if you are talking about sports with you and your father-in-law, and after your married life, that after your married life, so let's say for example if somebody else comes and talk to your father-in-law in between. Now what happens is that you get mad at thing between the things. If someone comes and talk, you get mad, and it also shows that you just don't want to talk about that particular thing and you just get up there and go off. So these are the things that I mainly noticed when Ketu is sitting in the third house of D9 Navamsa chart. It also represents that after your married life, there will be no communication with your spouse, you and your spouse. So if you and your spouse are talking, if anything goes wrong, your spouse may cut off you or you may cut off your spouse, and you may not be interested to talk towards each other after your married life. Now Ketu in the third house mainly also shows that you may not be interested towards media, social media things, on media and artistic things and all. So you may not be interested towards working hard working. You want to get gains only through easy manners and all. So these are all the things, and you may be interested towards where Rahu is sitting. So when Ketu is sitting in the third house, Rahu will be sitting in the ninth house, right? So you will be interested towards the ninth house things, that is getting through spiritual things and all, and you may be interested towards to go towards religious places and all, and you want to meet your own new guru, new teacher. So these are all the things, the ninth house, and you want to start your own dharma, your own religion. So these are all the things your primary desire will be. So that's what Ketu in the third house and Rahu will be in the ninth house. So you will be interested towards the Rahu part of the things only. So you may not be interested towards this third house part of things, where communication with your spouse, communication with your father-in-law, communication with your younger sibling. So these are all things that I have noticed mainly when Ketu is sitting in the third house of D9 Navamsa chart. Now what happens when Ketu is conjunct with different planets like benefic planets and malefic planets? Now when Ketu is connected with benefic planets, it gives very good results. Ketu actually amplifies the this one planet which is conjuncted with it. Let's say for example, if Ketu is sitting with the moon, it amplifies the power of the moon. Now you need to see actually the dispositor of Ketu, where it is placed. So if Ketu is placed in third house, let's say for example, if it is placed in Aries zodiac sign, so for Gemini rising Navamsa, not Gemini, this one for Aquarius rising Navamsa, Aries zodiac sign will be in the third house. So if Ketu is in the third house in the Aries zodiac sign, you need to check the condition of the Mars, where Mars is placed. So if Mars is very well placed, if it is placed in the own sign, exalted sign in the Kendras, or if Mars is aspecting the third house, then it will give very good results. So these are all the things that you need to know mainly. You need to check this condition and then predict the results. Now when Ketu is sitting in the third house, when it is conjuncted to planet moon, it actually amplifies the moon's results 4 times better. Now, so when Ketu and moon are conjuncted towards each other, moon represents your mind, your happiness, your internal peace and all. So you will only get internal peace when you don't have communication with your father-in-law and when you don't go towards father-in-law house. And it also shows that you may not even have father-in-law also. When Ketu is sitting in the third house, you may not even have father-in-law also. But when Ketu and moon are conjuncted towards each other in the third house, when you get married, your mother may die. So these are all the things that you need to know when Ketu and moon are conjuncted towards each other. So that too, in particular dasha, you need to check which dasha you are running, which mahadasha or antardasha, then only you need to check. So these are all things that you need to check. Now what happens when Ketu is conjuncted with planet Venus, that represents you are not interested towards materialistic things. You are only interested towards attaining spiritual things and all. And what happens when Ketu is conjuncted with planet Jupiter? When Ketu is conjuncted with planet Jupiter, that represents that you may be having very divine knowledge on particular subject like occult science. So you want to share knowledge or what you have learnt. So these are the things that mainly when Ketu and Jupiter are conjuncted in the third house of D9 Navamsa chart represent. Now for female chart, when Ketu or Jupiter are conjuncted in the third house, that represents there may be possibility of divorce may also happen. Now even in the male chart, when Ketu and Venus are conjuncted towards each other in the third house, that represents person may also get divorced or person may have some extramarital affairs. Now what happens when Ketu is conjuncted with planet Mercury? That represents person may be very good, not interested in business things, sales things and all, may not be able to have very good communication with a spouse because Mercury represents communication. So these are all the things that you need to know when Ketu and Mercury are conjuncted towards each other. Now what happens when Ketu is conjuncted with malefic planets like Sun, Mars and Saturn? That shows that person need to work hard and hard after the married life, and the person will get after the lot of struggles, person will get very good wealth. Now what happens when Ketu is conjuncted with Sun? That represents after the married life, the spouse may not will listen to person's words. So after the married life, so these are all the things because Sun represents ego. Person may not be having very ego towards the spouse, and if person wants to this one, like if person commands the spouse after the married life, the spouse doesn't listen to his or her words. So these are all things mainly when Ketu and Sun are conjuncted towards each other in third house of D9 Navamsa chart represent, and it also leads the person to the spiritual thing. spiritual things. Now what happens when Ketu is conjunct with planet Mars? That represent person may be very aggressive type of person may be having very aggressive type of communication, very bad speaking words and all. These are the things when Ketu and Mars are conjuncted towards each other in the third house of D9 Navamsa chart represent. Now what happens when Ketu and Saturn are conjuncted towards third house? It represents lot of hard work to get your spouse through communication. In order to speak with your spouse, you need to work hard, struggle hard, and you need to impress the spouse. So these are things mainly it happens when Ketu and Saturn are conjuncted towards each other, irrespective of the zodiac sign. If Ketu and Saturn are well placed in third house, that represent it will be very slow and steady, smooth. You'll have a very good life, and it also represent through your hard work you'll get very good results and all after the married life. So these are things mainly that I have analyzed when Ketu is sitting in the third house of D9 Navamsa. So this is it for today, guys. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe below, or else I will see you in the next video. So if you want any consultancy, please to contact my WhatsApp number given below in the description box, or you can even mail me also. So until and unless, thank you, bye bye, love you, take care.